let me talk to you about endometriosis.
Endometriosis is a chronic condition where people with an ovuterus vagina system have tissue similar to the uterine lining that grows outside of the uterus.
How wild is that? There are 3 main types of endometriosis.
Superficial endometriosis is where endometriosis grows on the surface of organs only. Then there's ovarian endometrioma, which is when a blood-filled cyst growing on or in the ovaries bleeds with every menstrual cycle. Lastly, the most severe form of endometriosis is deep infiltrating, where it grows not only on the surface but inside organs.
So what are the symptoms of endometriosis?
Infertility. 25% to 50% of all infertile women have endometriosis. Many people also experience pain during urination, sexual intercourse, pelvic pain, extremely painful periods, or pain that is chronic, cyclic, and progressive over time. Some other symptoms are extreme bloating or exhaustion.
Something to note here though, a lot of those symptoms that I just said, a lot of people, and especially people with an ovuterus vagina system, experience these and they think it's completely normal. If pain that you're experiencing during your menstrual cycle is debilitating and stopping you from doing everyday activities, you should go see your doctor. It's important to understand the difference between regular period pain and pain caused by endometriosis or something else. Because the symptoms of endometriosis mimic systems, maybe even like IBS if the endometriosis is growing on the intestines or rectum, it's important that we don't brush aside these symptoms that you're feeling and that you go see your doctor and you advocate for yourself. So, why does endometriosis happen? We still don't know.
Some believe that in retrograde menstruation, when blood goes through the fallopian tube into the pelvic cavity, that those endometrial cells implant and grow. Another is that pelvic lining cells are transforming into endometrium-like tissue. This can explain why endometriosis can be found in other places other than the uterus. And the last is that these endometrial cells are traveling through blood vessels or lymph vessels to implant in other places and grow.
So how might somebody living with endometriosis deal with their condition?
Some common treatments include birth control, progestins, GnRH administration. These all lower estrogen levels in the body. And that's because endometriosis loves estrogen. It is estrogen dependent, and so if you lower estrogen levels, you lower the amount of endometriosis. However, the only way to completely get rid of endometriosis, at least for a time, is through surgery. Surgery is also the only way to actually get a full diagnosis of endometriosis.
It's important that we educate more on endometriosis. Endometriosis still needs more research. We still need to find a cure, and we still need to find out how endometriosis happens. But for the time being, educating people who may be affected by endometriosis on how to take care of themselves and how to get treated is the most important part for now.